Hi everyone, my name is Carmen Cristina Garcia. I'm a psychotherapist in training at My Therapy NYC, and I also identify as a transgender Latino woman. Today we're going to be talking about body image issues, specifically learning to love your transgender body. And so many people face body image issues, and some of the topics and conversation that we're going to have here today might be generalizable to the general population, but we are going to have a specific focus on learning to love your transgender body. So the first thing that I want to do is to acknowledge and respect the real pressure that transgender people face to pass. And so this idea of passing is that people will typically see you and respond to you and act towards you as your gender identity. And so, for example, if I'm just going about my day, do people see me as a woman, talk to me as a woman, etc.? And so there's this idea and this pressure to pass, right? One aspect of this is the real safety concern for passing. And so many trans people face harassment in the outside world, right? So they might be physically, verbally, emotionally assaulted, and many trans people tend to report that the more that they pass, the less harassment they receive from the outside world. In other words, the more that you can pass as your gender identity, the more safe that you might feel in the world, and the more safety you might experience in the outside world. And so this is a real pressure and a real reality that transgender people face, and this definitely can contribute to the body image issues that trans people tend to face. So now that we have acknowledged the real concern of passing, we're going to move into a conversation about working with what you got, and acceptance, and a willingness to live and love and feel good anyway. And so here's the deal. You have the right to go to that corner store. You have the right to go about your business and feel beautiful and feel good while doing it, right? And so how do we begin to hold this tension between what the world expects us to look like, what we expect us to look like, and learning to just love and appreciate what we already have? Even though you might have goals to change what your body might look like down the line, how do you every day begin to deposit this feeling, this belief, this safety within yourself to feel good about where you are in the moment? And so our brains are plastic, right? And we're going to focus on what we repeatedly tell ourselves. And so the thoughts that are going ahead in our brain on constant is what we are downloading into our system and really affects our feelings, our beliefs, and ongoing thoughts. And so what you might start to do to start to develop this love for your body is every day practice some affirmations. And this might feel silly at first, but whether you're looking in front of a mirror or just by yourself, can you look at your body? Can you be in your body and start to celebrate little things? Can you say to yourself, I feel beautiful, or I really love my hair today, I really love how I put this outfit together? And every day making it a point to say a few good things about your body image, about yourself, right? And so these little deposits of positivity, of healthy body image, is going to start to help to rewire your brain. Yeah, and it's going to start to help the safety within your body, the feeling within your body that you can start to feel good about. Now we're going to move into a conversation regarding gratitude. So how do we remember the actual function of our body? How do we begin to feel grateful towards our body and allowing us to live, to breathe, and experience this world, right? And so we can begin to separate society's expectations of what we should look like, our own expectations of what we should look like, and only seeing our body as this mold to fit a standard, to really moving into this grateful mindset of really appreciating what our body does for us. And again, this is something that you can start little by little. And so if you're comfortable, you can stand in front of a mirror and look at yourself, or if that's too much, you can do this without a mirror. And you can just really take a deep breath. Take a quick scan of your body. Really get into it. And think about, what is one thing that you feel grateful for? What is one function or one part that you feel grateful for your body? And so what's coming up for me now is my lungs. I'm thankful that my lungs are allowing me to breathe, allowing me to put this message out into the world and be here in front of you today. If I take a second and I think some more, I'm really grateful for my tongue and my mouth, that I was able to eat this salmon bagel that I had this morning and gave me some pleasure and some happiness and some joy. And really just acknowledging that you wouldn't be able to have these experiences without your body. And I encourage you to really see how far you can take this exercise. You might find yourself being able to talk for hours about all of the incredible things that your body does and all the ways that you can feel grateful for each part of your body. Next, we're going to talk about the role of medical transition. And so some trans people might feel that they want to alter or change their body to better align with society's or their idea of their gender identity. So changing kind of our outward appearance to match what we feel inside. I want to really emphasize that every trans experience is different. And so some people might choose to medically transition. That might be part of their journey. And other people might not. Some trans people face gender dysphoria, other people do not, right? And so this is a really unique experience. However, for me personally, a huge part of my body image journey was this medical transition, right? And so things like HRT and surgery can help to alleviate things such as gender dysphoria and just help you feel a little bit more comfortable in your body. For me as well, medical transition also helped my safety in the outside world. And so I'm able now to go about my business and live my life without fear of harassment from other people. And so this has really helped my body image issues. I've also worked with the transgender community with my work with queer care. And so I've seen over 100 trans individuals kind of go through some sort of medical procedure. And this has really helped their body image. And so what I encourage you to do is just think about what you want and what's possible for you and what feels right to help you along your journey of really loving your transgender body. Lastly, we're going to talk about the role of medical providers, therapists, family, and friends, and how we can make sure that we are helping other trans people really feel good in their bodies and at least not contribute to any issues of not feeling good in their body. And so one really great tool to use is to try to just not comment about people's bodies. If someone has gained weight or lost weight, you really don't need to make a comment about their weight. You can think about other ways to compliment people that don't really have to do with how they might look on the outside. Just think about the ways that you might be reinforcing to someone. If you say, oh, you look great, and they've lost weight, and you say, oh, I really see how you've lost a lot of weight, you look amazing. This might tell the other person that they need to be thinner to look good. In general, you also don't want to assume that any trans person has any intent in changing their body. And so you don't want to assume that, oh, when are you going to have this surgery, or when are you going to start HRT, or etc. This might not be a part of their journey. And so if you're a therapist or a medical provider who's bringing this up on your own, you might be putting in this trans person's head that they need to take these steps in order to look better or fit someone's standard of what a transition should look like. And so in general, you don't want to comment on the transgender person's body or assume what they might do with their body. You want to just let people live generally. Well, guys, that's all the time that we have left for today. Please comment down below what you thought about this video, the skills or conversation topics that you liked, and where you are in your body image journey. I really hope that you found some benefit for it and that you are taking the time to really love on your body today. Make sure to check out more information on mytherapynyc.com, and I'll see you guys next time.